covering the villages for you. This is VNN. Welcome to your Lifestyle News Show. VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one.
Welcome to VNN's Lifestyle Show. I'm Morgan King.
And I'm meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
Over the weekend, dark skies, lots of lightning and thunder.
Yeah.
Is that going to continue for the week, or are we done with that?
I will say our pattern is going to shift a little bit this week. We're going to turn up the heat a little bit more, and we're also going to drop our rain shower chances. But boy, it got really dicey over the weekend. In fact, at one point I had to laugh because the villages and surrounding areas were all under this heavy rain, frequent lightning. And then there's Middleton, where I live, where there was a donut hole of nothing. It was like, okay, we know where the meteorologist lives. We're not going to mess with her. All right. So anyway, as we go into your Tuesday, yeah, we are going to still have a chance for a stray thunder shower. It's not a great chance, but it's the middle of summer in Central Florida, so we're going to keep the chance in there nonetheless. But the bottom line is it is going to be toasty out there. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s. When you factor in dew points, that'll be in the mid-70s. It'll feel close to 105. So a breeze would be nice, right? But no, winds are actually going to be light and variable as we go into your Tuesday. Now, as we look ahead, as I mentioned, it is going to stay this way for a while. So choose your adjective. You can do scorching, sizzling, searing, steaming, sweating. Any of the above would work for the upcoming week, as temperatures are expected to hold in the mid-90s. Of course, it'll feel hotter with that high humidity. So even though we're going to be sweating it out for a few days, at this point, we are trending mostly dry, other than, again, maybe a hit or miss thunder shower or two here and there. One other thing we're going to be watching this week is the Atlantic Basin. We are going to be watching a tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa, moving into the Atlantic Basin. And right now, it does have a solid chance of developing into a tropical depression before the week is over. We'll check that out in my full forecast.
Thanks, Ashley. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Remember that song? Well, during the last weeks of summer edition of Camp Villages, they got to learn firsthand from the Villages Taekwondo Club. One camper was able to have quite the experience. Let's take a look.
It was really fun, like doing all the kicks and punches and the moves. It's good exercise too. I'm gonna show my parents all the different moves we did. Like I'm gonna say like, oh, do like a bear hug, and I'll show them how I did it.
She's been going to these classes and other classes in the villages for ever since probably
Since like five.
and she's 13 now. So yeah, long time. We've been benefiting from the villages classes. Yeah.
Push back.
I like that she comes to this because I think at her age, these are some important things that she needs to know how to do. So I think it's a great class, and she's been here 3 or 4 times to the classes. So over the years. So yeah, it's a great experience. I would say that you're missing out on a lot if you don't sign up for these classes, because they're wonderful classes. So if you haven't signed up, sign up.
It was really fun, and anyone who wants to try it should sign up and see if they like it.
The next series of Camp Villages will be during Christmas break for the grandkids. Be sure to check out that schedule for future Camp Villages by checking out the link below. Later in the show, we'll head back to Camp Villages as they learn the craft of leather.
Leather.
Working with leather.
You know, if you don't wear enough SPF, you're going to look like a leather handbag before this summer is over, that's for sure. Now, we are going to be dealing with some serious heat and humidity over the next several days. We'll have a look at your 7-day forecast. But before we head to break, let's check out your UV index for Tuesday. Speaking of leathery, the UV index is going to be 10, which is very high. So if you are not wearing the proper sunscreen, it'll only take you about 30 minutes before you start to get a really nasty sunburn. So on days like this, I would recommend at least SPF 30, if not SPF 50. And if you're going to be in and out of the pool, make sure you keep reapplying throughout the day. Also, take breaks in the shade or air-conditioned areas. And this is going to be one of those weeks where you do want to limit your strenuous outdoor activity. Try and squeeze it in before 10 or wait until after 6.
The VNN UV Index, presented by Care Dermatology, with offices in the Villages and Fruitland Park. Call 352-218-3211 or visit caredermatology.com.
Hey, Dorothy, does size matter?
What?
Well, size matters to me. Check out these Signias.
Sometimes size does matter, because when you're looking for something this small, you want the best. Meet the Signia Active Mini 7iX, one of the smallest prescriptive medical devices available, with fully featured Bluetooth connectivity and AI-powered technology. And right now, you can get a pair for just $1,945, exclusively at fixyourears.com. That's right, don't pay $6,000 or even $4,000 for the exact same hearing aids. Call now at 1-877-577-4327 or visit fixyourears.com for your 60-day money-back guarantee. Hear life clearly with Signia.
Now at Kart World, Club Car's all-new 4-forward LSV. Fast, legal, and safe. Great for tailgating at the squares or just cruising with family and friends. Street legal with lithium power plus Apple CarPlay entertainment. Don't be fooled by imitators. Club Car, the industry's gold standard and proudly American-made since 1958. Visit our dealership for a test drive today. Kart World, located on Highway 27-441, 1 block north of County Road 466 in Lady Lake. Family-owned, operated, and American-made. Proudly serving Central Florida for over 38 years.
You're always welcome at Cody's.
Follow me right this way.
It's where friends and family meet for fun times and great food.
We enjoy the 2-for-1 happy hour from 11 to 7.
We come here for the amazing nightly entertainment.
Great service and loads of smiles await you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Here's your Villages forecast from the VNN Weather Team, presented by Sunshine Air Conditioning and Electrical. Here's meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
All right, let's make sure we're taking care of ourselves and our pets this weekend. It is going to be very hot across Central Florida. It would not surprise me if we had a few heat advisories go in effect at some point. Even if we don't, though, you're going to experience temperatures in the mid-90s. The heat index is going to be a few degrees over 100. Of course, case in point, Tuesday. Highs are going to be right around 94 degrees. When you factor in dew points, that'll be in the mid-70s. It'll feel close to 105. Now at this point, I think our pattern's going to shift a little bit and we're going to be trending mostly dry over the next several days. But since it is the middle of summer and it is Central Florida and sometimes those big puffy cumulus clouds want to squeeze out a quick shower, I'm going to leave in the slim chance of a stray thunder shower going into the afternoon. On a day like this, a breeze would be very nice, but winds are going to be light and variable. Unfortunately, we won't have decent wind to cool us off over the next several days. Now, as we go into the overnight hours, as we go from Tuesday night into Wednesday, we're going to see mainly clear skies. Temperatures are going to come down into the mid-70s. It is going to be rather muggy, so make sure you keep those fans and air conditioners conditioners going. And as we go into your Wednesday, not much is going to change. Again, chance for a spot shower or thunderstorm. Highs will be in the mid-90s and that heat index right around 105. And I wish I could talk about any relief for the upcoming week, but I'm not going to. So let's check out your temperatures versus the heat index. You know, temperatures bad enough. We're in the when they're in the mid-90s. So we're going to be right around 94 to 95 degrees from Wednesday all the way through the start of the weekend. And that dew point is going to average around 75. You know, it may range between 73 to even 76. So I just played it in the middle here. So when you factor in highs, it'll be around 94 with the dew point around 75. It'll feel close to 105. And you even go up 1 degree to 95 and it'll feel close to 107 by the time you get to Friday and Saturday. So really the heat index is going to range between 104 to even as high as 110 going into the upcoming week. And you can see that on our 7-day forecast here. I've made sure that we kind of highlight that at the bottom, that even though temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s, it is going to feel quite a bit hotter than that. Now, again, most of the week is trending dry. Every single day will feature a mix of sun and clouds, and every single day is going to feature a chance for an isolated thunder shower. But for the most part, these should be very, very hit or miss. So we could be in a situation where, hey, Spanish Springs gets a quick downpour, and maybe here at Lake Sumter Landing, we don't see a single raindrop. It's simply the luck of the draw. But luckily, again, over the past weekend, we had a decent slug of rain across all the villages. So we all had a healthy drink of water, and after this 7-day, we might be needing another one next weekend. But that's a wait and see situation. And, you know, before I move on, I do want to mention that we are watching the tropics very closely. So I want to let you know that we are going to be tracking a tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa. Right now, it hasn't even really developed yet. It's basically a cluster of thunderstorms. It is expected to get more organized as we go into the upcoming week. So by the time we get to the latter half, possibly by Thursday, maybe even Friday, we could see a tropical depression develop, but it's all very fluid at this point. But it's one of those things we're keeping a very close eye on. The good news is that some of our very reliable computer models, some of our AI models that we've been using over the past couple of years actually have this curving out, going actually towards Bermuda and eventually curving out to sea. So hopefully that comes to fruition. We don't want anything to come near Florida. Let's keep us hurricane free at least for 2 years in a row. All right, in the meantime, you can check out our forecast updates right here on VNN. Tune your radio to WVLG and check us out in the Village's Daily Sun.
Thanks for watching meteorologist Ashley Baylor, presented by Sunshine Air Conditioning and Electrical. VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one.
Can it really make a difference on the comfort and the efficiency when it comes to paying the bill?
Absolutely. So one of the first things homeowners actually comment on is that comfort and then those energy savings. So here in Florida, where we have that heat and humidity, a lot of times our homes can feel almost uneven, where you'll notice that little hot draft or that room that just won't quite cool down. Well, with Renewal by Andersen, our beautiful products are custom built and energy efficient. So homeowners really notice a big difference in both of those aspects, as well as noise reduction, which is a nice benefit. Our Fibrex material is actually naturally more insulating than aluminum or vinyl, and because it's all custom, we have that great fit, which helps avoid that air leakage and just keep the house nice and comfortable and add up to those cost savings.
These windows are not like aluminum like the old new fashioned windows. It's what did you call it, Fibrex material? How does that affect when you've got the sun, salt air, wind, storms coming in? It makes a difference.
Absolutely. So our Fibrex material is an exclusive composite material that combines the strength and durability of wood with those low maintenance benefits of vinyl. And it's actually 2 times stronger than vinyl. So it's a great product that helps, again, with that energy efficiency we talked about earlier, but also those intense climate conditions that we experience here in Florida. Beyond that, our glass all handles those intense UV rays that we experience as well, which can actually lead to fading lighting, of your furniture and your floors over time. So our products are truly made with these superior materials. Renewal by Andersen is actually the full-service replacement division of Andersen Windows, which is a brand customers have known and loved for 120 plus years. So over that time, we've really refined both our materials and our processes.
Innovative Concrete Coatings is the area's local premier concrete coating company. When it comes to concrete coatings, there is a difference. We are the only local authorized dealer of Pentec industrial coatings. Our polyurea is superior to epoxy products. We offer the most advanced concrete coating for residential and industrial applications, driveways, garages, shops, hangars, and so much more.
For a beautiful, long-lasting, slip-resistant concrete coatings, call Innovative Concrete Coatings today.
Now, from the WVLG studios, it's Jack Hammer, D, and Director of Recreation and Parks, John Rohan.
Rohan. It is time for the Recreation and Parks Report.
This week, a couple things. We want to share that Camp Villages, Summer Camp Villages, is a wrap.
Yeah.
And what a tremendous summer we had. Over 190 Camp Villages sessions were offered, and over 3,000 registered participants.
Wow.
So it really shows the success of the event, but also how many people and their grandchildren love coming out and participating. And then, of course, I can't thank the Villages Daily Sun and VNN and the V-Mail for promoting, Camp Villages, because so much of what we do is getting folks engaged, right? Well, in order to do that, you want to find out what's going on and where it's going on. So we have such a tremendous team out there, talking about the registration side of it, right? But then also during the event days and times, and then capturing those experiences from all those participants out there. It's a wrap, but that means we will start offering Camp Villages, once or twice a month until we get back into the holiday season. And of course, we'll have Christmas holiday Camp Villages and Easter Camp Villages, and then summer. But for those who have grandchildren who visit and throughout the year with their school schedule changes, or they're just on vacation or a little hiatus, we have Camp Villages. We offer at least, anywhere from 1 to 4 events a month. And we also have created with our marketing team, it's called CV. It's a Camp Villages logo. So if you see the CV logo on any of our movie events and some of the other events, that means it's been approved. It's a Camp Villages approved event. So that means we'll have the ages on there as well. So thank you all for participating out there, and especially the customers who registered for that, but to everybody who made it such a great summer event. And then last but not least, we've been putting more save the dates on our website. So we get a lot of emails and phone calls like, when's Camp Villages next summer, right? So people can start doing when are the 5Ks. So you'll start seeing save the dates information, and then it'll have some information like when the registration will start. So then you can come back to that and follow up with that registration and that information. So
Yeah. I mean, like Running of the Squares, that's going to be starting up before you know it, right?
Can you believe it? Yes.
Are we doing Eastport this year, or is it just going to be Brownwood, Spanish Springs, and Lake Sumter Landing
We
again?
are working on some stuff at Eastport. Yes,
Was
we
I
are.
not supposed to mention
No,
that
I'm
yet?
glad you brought
Okay.
that up. No, that's why we have all these wonderful places to host all these events. Yes, so the Eastport Olympia, we are planning some cool events down there to enhance the 5K running series. So stay posted for that. We've got the Nadine Trail out there. You got Central Lake. It's just a great venue to do some more type sporting racing events out there. So you guys are awesome.
Appreciate it.
A lot of fun.
Thank you, as always.
Take care, man.
There
Bye.
he goes, the Executive Director of Recreation and Parks here in the Villages, John Rohan.
These teenage campers got the opportunity to learn the rustic art of leather crafting. During the Camp Villages, they were able to put their designs on the leather in order to make their own bag. We'll tell you how this activity was able to transcend generations.
It's real interesting to do with the kids because they don't get a lot of interaction with old crafts, and this is one of the old crafts. We do everything by hand. We don't have any machines that we use, and so it gives them a chance to see something that we used to do, and they seem to enjoy it. They come back every year. There's a lot of kids when they first come in, they're you know, I don't know if I want to do this or not. But by the time they leave, they were interested enough to say that they would probably come back and do it again.
I like that I get to design my own bag and learn how to work with leather. I'm making one for my grandma, so just stuff she likes. It's a lot of fun.
It's wonderful. We've been looking forward to getting our granddaughters down here, you know, all year. Pretty much every day we've been able to find something for them to do. So I think they're going to have a great time.
I think the kids enjoy it more than the adults do. Because the adults are all set in their ways and they want to do it their way. This way we teach you the basics and it seems to work out real well. It's something I did a little bit as a kid and it's something I can still do. So this is something you can do up into your years and still enjoy it. You don't have to really be artistic. It's something you can just still keep up with without having to put a whole lot of effort in it.
You got to know when to sign up for it because they sell out pretty quick. Just plan ahead and they'll have a great time.
Coming up, it may be the middle of summer, but it's time to start thinking about Operation Shoebox.
VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one.
Retirement should feel secure, not uncertain. If market swings have you feeling uneasy, you've probably heard about annuities. But what aren't they telling you? You deserve the full story. That's why we created a free guide that explains the good, the bad, and yes, even the fine print. Inside, you'll learn how annuities can create guaranteed lifetime income, what fees and surrender charges may apply, how the different types of annuities really work, and whether an annuity makes sense for you. No hype, no pressure, just clear, straightforward information so you can make a confident decision. We help pre-retirees and retirees right here in Florida focus on what matters most: reliable income. Because you worked hard for this phase of life, and retirement should be enjoyed, not stressed over. Get your free guide to annuities, the good, the bad, and the fine print. Call 866-554-9546 or go online to annuitygoodandbad.com. Because when it comes to your retirement, you deserve transparency and real peace of mind.
When you call Doc's Restorations, you're calling first-class service, using first-class products by first-class licensed professional contractors and installers.
They totally refurbished our kitchen. It was a gut of the kitchen.
Every detail was perfect. Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
and
just
to this
incredible.
day, we haven't needed any adjustments, repairs, anything. It's been perfect since the day they finished.
Our warehouses create a safe environment for products as they arrive to help ensure your cabinets, flooring, and all other materials are protected and damage-free from the moment they reach our facilities to being installed in your home. Doc's is state licensed through the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation and is bonded and insured to protect the customer. All 70 of our skilled employees have been background checked, wear ID badges, and are covered under our workman's comp insurance to provide peace of mind as they complete your project. We invite you to come see for yourself. Come visit our showroom on 441 South, just north of Spanish Springs in Summerfield. Visit docsrestorations.com for more details. We look forward to helping you make your home look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors.
Well, even though it's August, Christmas is right around the corner. Folks gathered at the Live Oaks Community Church last week as part of the church's Filler Factory. The group packed shoe boxes for children in need around the world for over 2 hours. Nearly 100 people packed shoe boxes with little items that children love. socks, hair bows, stuffed animals, and a whole lot more. The shoe boxes were then packed into larger boxes for travel around the world. Since 1993, more than 240 million children in over 170 countries have received Operation Christmas Shoe Boxes. For more information on the Filler Factory, you can visit liveoakschurch.org. After the break, meteorologist Ashley Baylor has your forecast for Music on the Squares. But first, here's a look at some of the upcoming shows brought to you by The Villages Entertainment.
VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife, together as one.
I'm a dog lover, I'm a dog owner. A lot of villagers have pets, cats, dogs. You got to worry about going potty inside. You got to worry about those claws and paws. If you are a pet owner, what kinds of considerations do you need to make before you invest in flooring?
For example, some people love hardwood floors. Hardwood floors can be more scratch prone. So if you got a large dog with large toenails, that could scratch the flooring. Tile is pretty, superbious to anything. It's pretty hard to damage tile, maybe the grout a little bit. And then the carpet side of it, for years, the people would say you don't want carpet with pets, but nowadays with some of the new pet premier carpets and things like that, it's like one of the best surfaces to put in the flooring for pets.
When it comes to replacing and updating flooring, what do people need to think about? Is it just about taste? Maybe you think, my tastes have changed, I want to replace something because of decor, or are there really time limits on how long things last?
Flooring is pretty strong now and stuff, and as long as you maintain it well, flooring can last a long time. We find more changes our preference, like for example, maybe they had tile and now, you're getting a little older and stuff and it's a little too hard on your feet. For somebody standing in the kitchen cooking and things like that, staying on a hard floor can be tough for people on their legs and their feet. So, that's a big thing that we hear all the time. Slip resistance. You have to be careful. Some floors are slipperier than other floors. And that's something a lot of people don't think, but you need to take that into consideration, before you put in new flooring in your home.
Tom Urban is the general manager. Thanks a lot for joining us on Ask the Expert.
It's Renewal by Andersen's big end of summer sale. Buy 4 windows and doors and get the 5th free. Plus, special financing for 12 months. Lower your energy bills with Renewal by Andersen's energy efficient replacement windows and doors. Built for Florida's climate. They're made with our exclusive Fibrex material, proven to withstand temperatures up to 150 degrees, even after 30 years in a home. Maximize your home's energy efficiency. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
We always go to the squares and we check out a little music and see what we like and maybe go to another one. So tonight it's going to be a little hot, right?
Yeah, he's a square hopper, folks. So you never know where Morgan King is going to pop up. Make sure you say hi to him and apparently fan him down if you're out there. Yeah, it's going to be hot and muggy out at the squares for Tuesday evening. So get there early, get yourself a nice shady spot. Should be dry. And also make sure you get yourself a nice cold drink. Not necessarily the spirited kind. You do want to drink plenty of water. Well, let's give you a rundown of who's going to be taking the stage Tuesday evening. If you're heading to Sawgrass, that's where you can see Ex-Girlfriend. At Sumter Landing, Old School will be taking the stage. Then we got Slickwood at Brownwood. If you're heading to Spanish Springs, that's where you can check out the Dave Cap Project. And Eastport has live entertainment Tuesday evening. That's where you can groove to Studio 77.
That's all we have for you today. Join us again tomorrow for another lifestyle show. Find us on YouTube. Just type Village News Network. That's where you'll find us. Pick up a copy of today's Daily Sun. Listen to your Village's soundtrack on WVLG. And most important, keep enjoying that active Village's lifestyle.
Take care.
VNN's Lifestyle News Show is presented in part by AmeriLife. Together as one.